Okay, hello everybody, welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before. So today's reading is a bat themed tarot reading, and the reason why is because bats are all about intuition. So we're going to be tapping into intuition today to see what is the truth of this situation, what's the external appearance of this situation versus what's the truth, what's the internal appearance of this situation. And then we'll pull one more card to see what your intuition is telling you. So essentially this reading is about the truth and the illusion of a situation that you're asking about. So there's 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile 1, 2 and 3. And you can pick the pile you feel most intuitively drawn to based on the energy of the pile. And I will reveal which bat you have picked. So go ahead and pick your pile now. So for pile 1 as well, we've got some spirit quartz. For pile 2 we have a clear quartz egg, and for pile 3 we have some bismuth. Okay, so pile 1, this is your bat. Okay, pile 2, this is your bat. And pile 3, this is your bat. Once you've picked your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below for you to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye. Okay, hello my pile ones, welcome to your reading. So this is your pile, all about the truth of a situation. So before we start your reading, I want to pull you an oracle card, just as kind of a significator card for the reading. So you actually have 2. You have Timeless Companion. So interesting. That's something to consider as we move through your reading. We have Timeless Companion over there. Okay, so let's get the illusion of this situation. So we have the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, the illusion of this situation is that you are at a disadvantage. The lie of this situation is that you're not as stable as you are, or that this situation isn't as experienced or as advanced as it is. It almost feels like whatever you've asked about, it appears like you've been set back to the beginning. Like you have to start from scratch and do things all over again, and that all of that work and progress you had made has kind of gone to waste or has been ruined. But that's not the case. There is something salvageable out of this situation. But at the minute, the illusion is that this is a worse situation than it is. That there's no hope for the future. And that you're having to start again. And that there's no stability. But that's not the truth. Let's get the truth of this situation. Oh, interesting. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And we have the 6 of Cups. I think your lot in life, spirits or the universe or what's around you, supporting you, has actually been quite generous with you. The truth is that you have more than you think you do. You have more happiness, more support, more luck. You've got more opportunities. You've got more resources. And also now you have more experience. Whatever this thing was, it brought you experience. Even if it feels like you're starting from the beginning and that it all kind of went to waste, it's actually given you some sort of valuable lesson, particularly to do with love. It's given you something that you needed to know so that moving forward, you can act as that more like, experienced senior person, this more like expert kind of person. I think you've been taught an important lesson about what is valuable to you, and also about conflict as well. Oh, your intuition. See, we have a bat here. That's what I was going for. Okay. But your intuition is telling you that this is, of course, like a really chaotic situation. Whatever it is, it does sound like you feel like it's caused some devastation. But here you can see the person is so stable, so your intuition is telling you this too shall pass and you will be fine. Like, you will come out of the other end of this absolutely unscathed. Like, no matter what it feels like or what's thrown your way, you're safe, you know? You're stable and nothing's going to shake that foundation. Okay, so that was your reading pile 1. Really quick one today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 2s. Welcome to your reading. So before we get into your reading, I do just want to pull an oracle card, kind of as like a significator card for your reading. So you've got 2. Oh, you've got patience and you've also got cozy as well. Patience and cozy. Nice. So that's just, we'll keep that off to the side, just kind of as the energy for this reading, the overall energy. Okay, so let's get the illusion of this situation first. Interesting, pile 1 also had 5 of Cups, but you've got the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Stones, and the Hermit in reverse. Interesting. Okay. The illusion of this situation is that you're stuck. Like there's something preventing you from getting the kind of happiness or success you're looking for in life. The idea is that you're stuck and there's no way forward. But as we know with the 5 of Cups, there definitely is a way forward. There's a bridge that would, you know, once you're healed internally, once you've gone through a healing process and a grieving process, there's a bridge to take you to your next level, you know, your next place that, you know, you can start to explore a future, new options, new opportunities. But it's all about, essentially, in the harshest way possible, it is about getting past the self-pitying and the kind of like woe is me energy. And that's like the harshest thing, but that is the energy of the 5 of Cups. Is once you're past that energy, once you take a look at the situation like clearly and pull your emotions out of it and take a look at everything, you realize you're okay and you can move forward, and that everything isn't as bad as it seems. You know, you've still got 2 standing cups, so where you're kind of feeling like the future you have in mind is never going to come true or isn't an option, or you feel stuck and lost and not sure where to go, that's not the truth. The illusion is that you're stuck, that there's no light to guide you out, that there's no knowledge you can gain, that there's no up-leveling or transformation you can undergo to move you on to the next level, because that's not true. And it's all to do with the internal. This up-leveling, this transformation, it's to do with how you're feeling inside, what your thoughts are. Are they negative? Are they, you know, weighing you down? Do they make you feel good? It's your thoughts on things, it's your feelings, it's your lack of movement, your lack of motivation, your lack of action forward. You know, you're feeling quite passive at the minute because of this sort of lie in your mind and in your heart about the future. So that's the illusion, is that you can't get what you want. The truth of the situation, we have the Seed of Cups in reverse. We have the Flower of Cups. And we have the Harvest of Cups. Let's have it this way. Yeah, there's lots of success in your future, especially like in terms of self-fulfillment, feeling happy, feeling joy. We've got the rainbow. So in the back of this 10 of Stones, where this person's feeling, you know, solid financially, they're feeling stable, they're feeling happy with like a strong family and things like that. So they've got a bit of the rainbow in the background. Here we're seeing the rainbow kind of bursting through. So the truth of the situation is that you can get everything you want. The truth of the situation is that if you start to have a more mature outlook, especially with your emotional maturity, if you start to work on that, and feel better about things and look at things differently through a different lens, the things you want will start to manifest in. It will start to come true, but it's all about your internal makeup right now. You know, how you're feeling and what you're choosing to believe and what you're choosing to allow to let you be inactive. Like the type of mindset you're believing that gives you the scapegoat of thinking, well, it's not going to happen anyway, so why try? The truth of the situation is that if you can actually get rid of that and try regardless, try anyway, and also start to try and feel better about things in this situation, if you start looking at this situation with more emotional maturity, the things you want are going to manifest, and it will be a gradual up-leveling of like exactly what you want, the steps you need to get there. You'll start to achieve those. And let's also see what your intuition is trying to tell you. Yes, 7 of Cups in reverse. Stop being pulled in by illusions. You're being distracted. That's all this is. It's a distraction. You need to stay focused on the truth. Stay clear-headed, clear-minded. As I said, pull yourself out of it, pull your emotions out of it and look at it objectively and clearly, because that's what your intuition wants you to know. Like, stop being pulled in by what's not real. And start, because this person's being pulled into this like angry passion fire, and it's not real. It's just in one of these cups, you know. So start taking action. If you want things to happen in a certain way, a transformation is needed. And you've got a little egg here as well. You've got the egg, the butterfly, and you picked a egg crystal as well. Yes, you need to break out of this illusion. Transform emotionally. Like, even this bat here is kind of like closed, you know, it's wrapped up in its wings, it's hibernating. With the hermit, there's that hibernation going on. You need to wake up and get up and start moving. Like, this hermit doesn't have a light guiding it anywhere. It doesn't know what to do, so it has settled down and is not taking action. You need to take action and get up and move, and not allow yourself to essentially get weighed down and bogged down by these illusions that are telling you you can't achieve it, you're not good enough, it's not going to happen. Just try like it can happen anyways and see where it takes you. That's the truth of it. See, we made a bat. Okay. But that was your reading, pile 2. Really quick one today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 3s. Welcome to your reading. Oh, I'm just shuffling to get you an oracle card. Since the other piles had 2, I'm going to give you 2 as well. But you got Curiosity and Adventure as your oracle cards. But these are essentially just significator cards for your reading. So it's just something to give the reading a theme, basically. Give it an energy, your pile an energy. Okay, so let's start with the illusion first, but as we start to pull more cards, we'll create like a bat shape. But firstly, we have the 9 of Wands. Ooh, we have the Hermit. And we have the 10 of Stones. Interesting. The illusion of this situation, it feels like something is pursuing you. The reason I get that is because in the 9 of Wands, there's this like animal behind the bushes. You can see its eyes here. Watching and kind of stalking. But then we've got the Hermit here, where this fox has kind of curled up in a ball and has given up because it can't see the way out, it can't see the light, and it's in amongst all these weeds. So it almost feels like the illusion of this situation is that something has power over you and is pursuing you, and that you are in danger or threatened, or that you don't feel safe and don't feel like you can act towards the best future for yourself, towards going after what it is you want and feeling peaceful and serene and supported and enjoying life. But that's the illusion of it. It's not actually the truth. So the illusion is that you're unsafe or hunted or in danger, but it's not the truth. See, we've got the Tower in reverse for the truth. Yes, we've got the Star card. If that hermit, if that fox used the stars as its light to guide its way out, it would find a solution. we have the Five of Cups. That's why we've got the Star over here. So the truth of this situation is that although it is a tumultuous time, you know, this is a tumultuous situation, it is chaotic, you're going to be fine, you're stable, you're solid, especially Tower in reverse. Like, it's almost like a change is needed in this situation, but it's not the type of change you think is going to happen. So it's not like the change where whatever is pursuing you, or whatever you feel like is pursuing you, is going to get you. The change is that you're going to use what's around you to find a solution and a way out to this situation. So you're going to start using the stars to guide you out. You know, you're going to use your resources, your knowledge. You're going to learn more in order to find your way towards this peace that you're looking for. Like here as well, this person has like a star in the middle of their head, in the center of their head. They've used the stars to find what it is that makes them feel peaceful. They've used the stars to guide them, and the stars essentially represent insight, experience, intelligence, because that's what the light is in the Hermit. It's the guide, but it's also the knowledge that person needs to overcome that pause period. So it's almost like you're utilizing the star. And stars can also represent dreams. So it could be that the truth of this situation is that if you follow your dreams and try to go after them, it will help lead you out of this situation where you're feeling hunted and preyed upon, and like where you feel like giving up. And with the Five of Cups there, this is the hope. You know, once you move past those feelings of fear, inactivity, grief, feeling like at a loss with what to do, you realise that you've still got 2 cups standing, you've still got options, and there's a bridge to cross for you to go to the other side and start to live your life again and start to enjoy things and move on to this next phase of your life. So the truth of the situation is that there's hope if you follow your dreams, and you'll be unscathed from whatever this danger is that you perceive. So your intuition is telling you with the Nine of Thunder here. See, now we've got the bat. Of this situation, please don't be pulled in by illusions, okay? Don't be distracted, and please go after your dreams. Go, like, this person is literally looking up to the stars, like I said. If you, at the minute, with the illusion being believed, the Hermit is ignoring those stars. Your intuition is telling you, look at those stars, look at those dreams that you want, and start to make them happen, start to take action. Stop being pulled in by illusions that make you inactive, and start actively trying to go after what it is you want, because that's going to cause a big catalytic change in your life. Be curious, be adventurous, start to go after what it is you want. And that adventurous card also has another meaning, because you're looking at the stars and the stars are your dreams. So it's like, start believing in your dreams, essentially. That's what that adventurousness is. Get curious, start believing in them, start trying to see what possibilities are available to you in this situation, and break out of that illusion. So, really quick one for you today, guys, but that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot.